better connection. So, welcome and thank you for having me for this afternoon. And I would like to share a little bit about myself. I'm currently as a data trainer in SkillsUP Lab. Assisting the fellow cohorts in this lab to achieve the data science certificates. And I am a person who really believe in lifelong learning. For me, learning is not a full set of meal; it's a la carte. So whenever we have time, whenever we have opportunity, we always can learn and learn. So yeah, and also in this session, I really want to make it really interactive. So that's why I request Crystal to assist me to assign numbers for everybody. Crystal, can you take over and explain to them about their numbers?
Yes. As of now, everybody in the room now has a number. The number will be given to you at some point in the course when Azmi tells you. And
I need it. I need them to know now. I need them to know
oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Then Celine is number one.
Okay.
Bas is number two. Should I just copy this and just send it so you guys can also?
Maybe we can put it on the chat also. So
Yes.
how many altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it
Yes.
10?
No, eight.
8.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
yes, we are not playing. So
Okay. So
now
we have
it's
8.
like this, looks like this. And everybody remember your numbers because it's very important. I will send the numbers again uh, throughout the course as more people come in. So yes, take it away,
Okay.
Lakshmi.
Celine number 1, Bas number 2, Hannah number 3, Jebit number 4, Alfred number 5, Tinsu 6, Jenny 7, and Teklia number 8. So this your number represent this. I'm gonna show you this. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
We have
Yes.
today we are going to have a race. We have 8 ducks represent. Oh, this is not it. Give me a moment. It's supposed to be. We have 8 ducks that we're going to race, and in 10 seconds we going to see whose duck gonna reach to the finishing line. Okay, so let me share this. Right, we have 10 seconds, and we have 8 ducks. Are you guys ready?
Yes, I
Okay.
want to see who's gonna win.
Ready.
On your mark, you guys can cheer your own duck.
Yes,
Okay,
you can
you
turn
can
on
cheer
your
your own
mic
duck.
and cheer for
Yeah.
your dog.
Those who shout the loudest could win. Maybe I don't know. Okay, on your mark, get set and go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come
Oh,
on. Number
number
two,
two is
number two. Here goes
going.
number
Number
two.
two is going
Here
fast.
number two.
Oh,
Here
Bas
goes
is
number two.
gonna
Number two.
win.
Number two. Ah.
Last one. And in second place, we got Alfred. And in third, we got Tansu. Tansu's in third place.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe we should try one more time. Okay. We should try one
Okay.
more time. Ready? Get
Just one.
set and go.
Let's see.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
I see Docky number 8 went hard. Oh, Dan
Number
is
7
going.
is leading. Number
Dan
7
is
is leading.
going hard.
Congratulations, number 7.
And number 1, Celine. And number 8, Taki is number 2.
Okay.
It's how to
That's the
play the
introduction.
game.
That's the introduction of this games today. But I want to ask everybody how do you think these games decide who will be the winner? How do you think this game decide who among the eight will be the winner? The answer
Yeah,
is random.
maybe randomly.
It's just random because it's
Yes.
just a game. What I call is random game. Yeah. Okay. For those maybe who's not familiar about random, random is one of the method that we use in Python. Uh, in today's um, meeting, I'm just going to introduce you two, which is rand int and also choice. Maybe just a quick introduction. For example, if we have a list of x, and then x is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you print this, it will come out in the list, right? So what if we want to have random, any numbers randomly picked from 0 until 4? So what we can do, we can use rand in method, yeah, random dot rand in, and then we put in the parentheses what is the beginning of the number, and it will stop before that number. For example, if you want 0 until 4, we will put here random dot rand in 0, comma 5. 0 is included, 5 is not included. So first we import random, and then we print random.rand in 0, 5, and this will give you randomly
Oh,
number from 0 until 4. If I go again, if I run again, it will go randomly. Of course, okay, so that is random.rand in. Another choice, another one is random.choice. Imagine if we have a list. If we have a list, for example, here we have my list, or in my case just now we have, sorry, I scroll up, x equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this case we have my list is number 2, 1, 0, 9, false. In many type of data, 10 lorem as a string, yeah, integer, and so on. If we write random dot choice, and then we put the under in the parentheses my list, it also will give randomly the same. All right. So here is my question: what are simple games you think you can use random? Does anyone can think of a very simple game that we can use random?
Tic-tac-toe.
Yes, that is one of it. But the most simple one I can give you is when
Coin
we
toss.
flip a coin. Yeah,
Yes.
when we flip a coin. Can you imagine now we have a coin variable? I call it as head and tail, and we can flip this again and again. It will fall either head or tail. The coin will never go stand straight. I hope so not. So yeah, so that is a very basic introduction that I want to share with you guys. Are you ready for the first game? Does anyone knows about this game? Rock, paper, scissors. I think
yeah,
I remember this since the early years. I was a kid, and then I play this. If you are rock, you you win with
with the
what?
paper.
With no, you lost with paper, but you win with scissors. Okay, so
Yes,
this is the basic rules. So if you are scissors, this is scissors, and then you will beat paper because scissors can cut the papers. But
yeah,
you will be beaten by rock
yeah. That's
and
right.
so on. So this is the how the diagram. So first what I do, I will import the libraries itself, random, yeah, and compared to the this very simple game, we already put the input in, which is coin equals to head or tail. But in this scenario, we want to have input from the players. Okay, so uh, we can use the code input, and then we can say um, let's say what is your choice. Yeah, type R for rock,
Typos.
your choice. Yeah, type R for rock. S for scissors. And what's another one? P for
Paper.
paper. Yeah, you can do that, right? And then you can pass this as one variable. Let's say I call this as user.
Actually, you still got a typo.
Oh,
Choice.
hang on a second.
Choice. You're
User
missing an I.
choice
Yes.
equals to what
And
is your choice?
in the input, in the part of input,
Yeah,
where you wrote the string.
yeah, choice. Oh, okay. So
Yes.
here's my question. What is your choice? Type R for rock, S for scissors, and P for paper. If we run this, it will give you this box. Okay, so this allows you to let the users to put the input. For example, now I choose rock. I choose rock now, and I put R, and then I just enter. Nothing happened because we only have until that. Okay, what's next? Next, we need to check. Checking user input whether it's valid or not. Okay, and then now this is your choice. Can I maybe make it a little bit smaller? So, is it too small for you guys? Is it okay or not?
Yes,
It's
it's a bit small.
it's okay, but a little bigger won't hurt nobody, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, little longer.
I'm scared
Yeah.
it's too big. It sounds like shouting at me. Okay, so okay, we have user input already, but now we also need to have a computer choice. Now, computer choice. This is where we use the random input. So we have random dot what do you think? Which one do you think can be used? Whether dot int, rand in, or dot choice? I use here dot choice because we have a kind of list, which is the list is P, R, or S, right? Scissors, rock, or pepper. So we have this now. So we put it as a random dot choice, and this we pass as a computer choice. And we already have the selection that you choose. And anyway, you will not know what the computer choose at this moment. At this part, you still not know what the computer wants. Okay, now in this part, we said checking the user input valid or not. So if valid, then tell him what she choose. What I mean is, for example, just now, if I choose R, I want some notification telling that you choose rock. So I already prepared this condition so that easy. Maybe I can just copy and paste it, and I can explain later. Okay, I put a condition here. If R, the input that I put just now, in user choice, so they will print you choose rock. Okay, or else if P that I put in this user choice, they will print you choose pepper. Or else, if I put S, they'll say you choose scissors. But what happen if I write down or I key in other than these three? They will print invalid choice. Okay, so let's try again. For example, in this case, what is your choice? Let's say now I choose S. Okay, and then if I enter, it will go. It's still not yet coming out anything. And you run this here. They said you choose scissors. They know that I choose scissors. Okay, so this is my part. This is the player part. I choose scissors. Now, next, tell user what computer choose. So this is the computer part, which is this one, computer choice. Again, we can basically copy the same architecture what we have here, but we change it. For example, if R in computer choice, yeah, the variable that we give, and then we print computer choose rock, and so on. P computer choose paper, and or otherwise computer choose scissors. We don't have the else here for invalid choice because definitely the system only choose these three from the list of these three. Okay, so if I run now, they say computer choose paper. Look, I choose scissors, computer choose paper. Who win?
You win.
In this case I win, but how can we tell the player that I win? So I need to check. So I let's say I said if user choose rock SR. So we do another condition. I play with so many conditions in here. Let's say if user choice equals to R, and then if computer choice also equals to R, and then we will print what will print. What will
Tie.
happen if I choose R
That's
and
a
they,
tie.
they also, so it's a tie. So I call it's a draw. It's a draw. And same goes to the second one. We have the elif. Let's say if I do like this to make it faster, because we have another game to share with you. So if computer choice is P, so between R and P, who win? Computer will win. Or otherwise, if I choose R but computer choose scissors, then I win. Okay. If I run this, it doesn't give anything yet because this is only if user choose R. So we need to do another set for if user choose P, and also same if the users choose S for scissors. Okay, right.
Yes,
So
clear.
now we have a three set. Else if no, let me see the indent first. If print, elif print, else if computers if computer choose, yeah. So else this one I need to put an indent. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is for every condition, if I choose R, and then what is the condition for the computer? And same goes if I choose P, what is the condition for the computer? And if I choose S, what is the condition for the computer? Now, we know that I won in this round because we can tell, oh yeah, I choose scissors, computer choose paper, I won. But we can put this in the code. So, oh, okay. Let me see. Else. Okay, here. These two indent. This is what happened when you do copy and paste. So you have to be very careful looking at the indent where it's supposed to be located. If I run again, I won. So let's try again. Let's try again. This time I choose paper, and then I enter. And then if I run this, they say you choose paper. What computer choose? Computer choose scissors. So now we run this. They said computer won. So what can we do to make these games work perfectly with one click? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what? what can we do to make it just run smoothly? The answer is all the code that we have made, we combine it in one cell. If you guys using Jupyter Notebook, combine everything and put it in just one cell like this now, and then you can start play. Type your choice of rock. R for paper, P for scissors, or S. Okay, I say R. And then immediately say, you choose rock, computer choose rock. It's draw. There you go. You got your first game. Easy, right? Easy.
Yes,
Okay.
it was remarkably easy.
It's easy. Any questions so far? Nope. Okay. Now I
No,
want to bring
Hannah says it's nice.
okay. Now I want to bring back to the game, the duck game that we played just now. Okay. Now, do you remember in 10 seconds, 8 ducks compete each other to reach to the finishing line? My question here is, how can we mimic? How can we mimic? How can we build this kind of game? So I want to share with you this duck race game that I built. Obviously, it was inspired from this duck race online stopwatch website. First of all, again, we need to have the random. So we import random, and then we have to ask ourselves this question. First of all, we need to start make it simple and test it first if it works. For example, my first question that I need to solve is how many duck will be racing. In this case, I have 4 duck: Ducky, Duffy, Dewi, and Dewey. I don't know how I get this number, this name. So, if I want to do random, I can just random dot choice, and I put here duck. If I run it, I can get any duck
Name.
win, right? So this is very simple. But I am taking account now. We have 7 ducks, and I do not want to type all the names one by one. And in fact, everyone just now been assigned with numbers, so we can use rand int in this case. So we have random dot rand int. It's from number 1 until 9, because 9 is not included. Okay, so you will start from 1 and then we'll stop before 9. So
Name.
if you run this, you'll get 2, you'll get 7, you'll get 7 again. Oh, 7 winning. You got 7 again, 7 winning, 7 again. So it's really giving you a random number. um, if you want to one more thing I want to share, just in case if you want to have the same result, and then you can use random dot seed, and then you pass, let's say, any number 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you put random dot seed, once you run it, it will immediately you will get the same random number, all the same duck or the same random number all the time. Okay, all right, so this is my question: how many ducks will race? So we can put in the question here. I call it as
We
player.
at currently we could do 10 ducks with everybody who's present.
Okay, we can have 10 ducks. All right. So let's say now we I'm calling I'm giving this a question again to the player. How many ducks in this race? If I copy this, if I put here, what you will get, if I just run this, the question here is how many ducks in this race? So you have to just to put numbers. We have 10. But I just want you to remember one thing. Compared to rock, paper, and scissors, if you look at the way how we get the input here, input and then type choice, and then you can just type in. But here, because we want to put in number, we have to change the data become an integer, because if you just put input, it will recognize as a string. So you have to put int parentheses, and then you put the same code just now. Okay. So we have player now 10. And also we have the, I call it a winning number or winning duck. Here, I use a little bit of mathematics. Remember, I said if we want to have um, if we want to have 10 players, so it will be random dot rand int 1 until 11. Am I right? Now, because we have the input from the user and we call it as player, we call it as player, and you when player key in the number, in this case 10, it will automatically save as under variable player. So we need to have a full control of our code. What we need to do, we just use this random dot rand int, and then it start from number 1. Like I said, the number will stop right before the last number. So in case of 10, it will be 11. So what I do, I put random dot rand in parentheses 1, comma, player plus 1, or 10 plus 1. So that's what I mean. So now we have 10 ducks, and we have a winning number, which is we pick randomly. So another thing is the question number 2, how long the race lasts. Imagine just now I give the timing here 10. That means 10 seconds. In this game, we can assume every 1 second we consider as a loop. So in this case, I make it 10 loops. Yeah? Everyone got it? So now I put here, I put the player, how many ducks, okay, and then what's the winning number. And we have another simple condition here. If you put the player amount is 1 or 0, immediately I will print no race. Makes sense, right? You cannot race to yourself. So at least you need to have minimum 2. Or else, let's say you put more than 2 or 2 or bigger, they will print they are how many, which is the input that you put just now. In this case, let's say 10. So they are 10 ducks in this race. So if I just I cancel this, yeah. So I don't want to get confused. Let's start from here. If I run this, it will question me how many ducks in this race. So I put here 10 ducks. You don't have to do 10 ducks playing, nothing. Okay, I just need a number here. So you give the number and you enter. So here they give the result. There are 10 ducks in this race. So what happened if I put here number 1? And I press enter and say, no race. Sorry, no race. So I have to start again, run again. So I say 10 now. Okay. There are 10
So,
ducks in
so
this
that's
race.
basically a protocol.
Yeah. That's the protocol that I put here. This is another condition that I put. If the player, which is the variable that you put, if the number that you give is less than 2, which is 0 or 1, or negative, that doesn't make sense. So I will immediately say they no race. Or otherwise, I will make an announcement. There are 10 ducks in this race. Okay, so that's one. Number 2, what will happen is that after I confirm I have 10 ducks, okay, so now what happened if I want to start the race? So I can have another way, which is I put here, press enter to start race. Okay, so this is, I just print this. If you enter, put here, if you just enter the box, yeah, if you just enter the box without putting any value, that's actually represent of this, which is two comma, what do you call it? What do you call this? I don't know what you call this.
Quotation mark.
Without, yeah, quotation mark, without any space. So this is equals to enter. Okay. Yeah. So I just put here, press enter to start race, and then we can start for timer. Like I said just now, imagine we are racing for 10 seconds. So we do in the range of 10. So we have this loop for timer in range 1 until the comma 11. That means we have range from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we give the winner is this one just now, random dot rand int. Okay, we know already who's the winner. Back end, nobody knows yet. And then we print timer. Uh, Timer means this timer, which is 10. And then who's the leading winner? Let me run this so that you can see. Okay, enter to start race. So I just enter. Now it gives me the first second, Dark number one lead. The second number two, 11. The third second is number two, and there you go, number six, and number four crossing. Then number one. You see this just now in this situation, right? Where the duck already in front, and then suddenly out from nowhere, this super duck coming and just ram over and go to the finishing line. So this is the
So it's
idea that I put.
it's giving you random numbers
Yeah,
um by the
10 times.
yeah, it's giving
So
you
it
random
gives,
numbers in a loop then.
yeah, in the loop. Like I said, every loop is considered 1 second. So now I make after I press enter to initiate the start, and it will start. Okay, now we have range 1 until 10. So winner on the first second, who will be the winner of the first second? And then when we go to the second round, the winner will be changing. But in this case, from the second, 7 second, 8 second, and 9 second, number one really consistent leading. But unfortunately, right at the end, on the 10 second to finishing line, um, the duck number six won. Okay, so this is my simple code.
Can I ask you
Like
one
I,
thing? Ask me
sure, sure.
why did you decide to use random int in this one instead of random choice?
Because like just now I said, every duck that I assign is with number. So initially I have assigned four ducks: Ducky, Duffy, Dewey, and Dewey. Where's the I also can have this list just now that you give. I have, where is the name of the list? Yeah, Celine, Bas, Hannah. I can put in here too. And if I use a name in this list, and then I will use random dot choice. But also maybe I can use, let's say, if I put duck equals to, and I put it in the list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I put the in the list, yes, you use random dot choice. But if you just use number, you use rand int. So now if I have
Okay, so
rand
if I get it right, a simple way of looking at it is random choice is more for string based uh, uh,
random choice, if you have a
values, and
list.
random int is for integer based values.
Well, rand int obviously for integer, but if you have the integer in the list, you also can use random dot choice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then random dot choice, it can be string, it can be integer, it can be float, it can be boolean, all in the same, as long as in one list. Like here just now I share with you this one. Look, my list, they have 2 109 false lorem, all. So we use choice, random dot choice. If we have random from 0 until 4, and then we just use rent in. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, shall I continue? Okay, now we already have. So we already have from the beginning. We ask the player to put in the ducks, and then what is the winning number, which is the code that computer run backdoor. Okay, and then I put this condition so that it looks more realistic. And then now I go to the second part, which is the random for 10 loops. Okay, like again, like I said, how to make this code works, we have to put everything together. So now if I put this together, and then if I put it back, how long this race, I say. Okay, what is the difference here? What is the difference here is I put, before this we know that the time is 10 seconds. But what if we want to run for 20 seconds? But what if we want to run for 1 hour? So I put one variable here, and where I ask the player to ask how long this race is gonna be. So again, you just put numbers here, and then they will print the number, and then it's considered as second. So now I put here how long this race. Let's say I want 10. That will be 10 seconds. And it goes to the second one, which is just now we built. How many ducks in this race? How many ducks in this race? This part. And then again, let's say I said 1. What the answer will be? No race. And the system stop. Let's say I want to play again. So how long this race is gonna be? I want to race for 15 seconds. Okay, how many ducks in this race? Let's say 10. And I press enter. They say 10 ducks will race to the finish line. Are you ready? Press enter to start race. And I press enter. So this is first, second, lead by number 11, blah, 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 blah. Again, like I said, this you can change to name if you have the list and you use random.choice, okay? And then they say, after 15 seconds, number 11, and they said, congratulations, the winner is duck number 11. Okay. Now, remember just now I said, when we build something, build small, build from a very simple game. And then when it's proven it's already a success, when you know that, okay, this games works, and then it's time for you to grow your code slowly. So this is where it's become more fun. My tips is you ask yourself what if question, okay, and then be creative about this. For example, I said, what if I want the last second will be announced immediately? What I mean is this: you look at this. Now I choose 15 seconds, so it goes first second, second second, until 15 seconds, which is this is already winner. This is already a winner, but I announce it again, so it's like duplicate. So it's simple, right? But I still want to make it perfect. I say, okay,
Ask me.
I do not want that. Yeah, yeah,
Hannah raised a good point.
yeah.
Duck 11 won, but there are 10 ducks in the race. So that means the range is not set well, if I'm not mistaken.
This one, let me see. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me see. Player plus one is 11.
Yeah, so you instead of
Yeah,
typing,
yeah. This is 10 plus. Oh yeah, okay. Let me see. Maybe I got do this. I'm afraid I'm giving you a wrong a wrong information. Let me see. Time run. Okay. Okay, this is correct. This is +1. 15 second.
Timer. You're missing an R.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
No,
gonna give you an error.
no. This time I refer to this. This time I refer to this variable.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's try. I run again. How long this race? So I said it's 10 seconds. How many ducks in this race? Is 10. And then are you ready? Yeah. And then there you
Yes.
go. We have the winner is duck number 5. So
Real real
again,
time debugging.
yeah. Thank you about that. Again, I said grow your code slowly. I asked myself, what if I want the last second to be announced immediately? I do not want. I do not want to announce. Okay, so this one actually is already answered. So what if I accidentally press enter without put any value? For example, this one just now. If I say how long this race, instead of I put, let's say 10, 12 seconds, but I accidentally press enter, what will happen? It will jam. Okay, so I want to fix this part. I said how long this race just now. Okay, let's say 10. So I already grow. Now I want to grow my code slowly. I said, what if I accidentally press enter without put any value? So this part is same, maybe a little bit overwhelming because it's already in the loop now. But what I'm trying to say is that this part is same. They ask you how many second the durations you want in this race. Okay, and then you put in your number or 0. That means if you immediately enter, that's equals to 0. If you're not putting any values and you just immediately enter, that means it's 0. So you put in condition here, if time is not 0, and then you just copy this code, you put it back inside here, make sure the indent right up till here, and then you have congratulations, the winner is dark whatsoever. Else, you see, else, oh no, here, this else, I give the message here, you need to set the timer or there will be no race. Okay, so if I run this, they said how long this race gonna be. If I just click enter, they said 0 second, you need to set the timer or there will be no race. So I have to run it again, and then yeah, and then let's say again, I just do the same. How many ducks in this race? Also, I do the same for the duck, I guess. Yeah, okay. If the duck is less than 2, there'll be no race. Okay, otherwise there will be race. Yeah, okay. So you just copy the above, and then you put it in this part, in this loop. All right, and this is the race part. For time in range, oh, this one I need to change just now. And player, and then if I run this, oh, I need to stop. Sorry. So how long this race? 10. How many ducks? 10. Press enter to start the race. I press enter, and then you get the winner. The winner is duck number 7. Okay, but I still want to explore further. And I said, what if? Sorry, there's a yeah. What if I want to start again the game after finish the game? You see or not? Just now, if I accidentally didn't put anything like this, and if I press enter, they just say you need to set the timer or there will be no race. So yeah, I need to run again. It's not nice, right? So this is my question. What if I want to start again the game after finish the game, or What if the time and the number of duck were not given? Can I start the game over again? So I expand this. I create a function. Okay, maybe this is a bit okay. Let's build together. Okay, import random. So and then I create one function I call loop. Def loop. So this is the basic because we want to use this again and again. So we need to put it in the function, and then we just copy the first information we want. We have time equals to. Let me copy this. Okay. So this is these are same. Where are we? Yeah, here. So I have one variable time, which is we need to put in, and what's next? Now the question here is if time is not 0, so this one will be until okay. This until how can I show you? How can I show you more clear? Um, okay, maybe we do from here. Now imagine just now this is the game that we already set, but now we want to have what if I want to start again the game after finish the game. So I create here. I must admit it's quite a challenge to explain when you already create the game, when you already create the code. Um, so this is for one just for one game. So if I want to have for a loop game, I call define here, define loop. Yeah, and then let me see my notes. Um, define. Okay. So now we put here the function name. But when we have a define, what normally we need to have? We need to have return, right? So I just put it immediately so that you know where it goes. Return that. So I make a space like that, and then I copy this all. I think so. This is how I do, and then I put it in. Okay, but be careful with the indent, like I said. You have to put it back. Yeah. So now you have it in the loop. So what I want is the last will be announced immediately. Okay. This that is done. Let me copy this. Please stop me if I'm too fast. This is my what I want to. Okay. What if I want to start again? The game after finish the game. That means after I finish the game, which is here. Congratulations. The winner is Duck, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then we can have one question. I call it restart. Restart equals to, we ask again another input. And let's say I said, I said, do you want to start again? I said, you want to start again? Yeah. So here, restart equals to input. I ask again input from the user. Start again. Yes or no. That's it. Then next to it, I give a condition. If restart equals to Y, yeah. So I already have restart here. Then I put condition if restart is Y. Okay. Where should we go? we should go start over again. Yeah. So this is where the function is needed. So we put here loop. That is the name of the function. The name of this function. Yeah. So when they say start again, if you choose Y, and it will go back to the beginning. Or else, if you do not want to play, if you choose no, else, if you choose no, you just print, we say goodbye, goodbye. Yeah. So you got already the first question. What if you want to play again after the game finish? Now, um, the second question: if the time and the number of the duck were not given, can I start the game all over again? That means here, you look at here. If time is not zero, so they are playing. And look at this if. Where is the else here? Here, you see? Else, they will print, you need to have duck to race, or this will be, or there will be no race. What you can do, you just add down here the same the same one, this one. You ask a question, and then you can put it under here. Okay? Restart. You ask, do you want to restart? Again, I need to put this indent back. So this is the message you get. You need to have duck to race, or there will be no race, and they go restart. Start again. Yeah, they will ask you this question again. Okay, and then or else just say goodbye. Yeah, and now I hope this will not give a error. Where are we now? Okay. Oh yeah. So this is the written. So I don't have the written. I just put. And this one, do you need to set the timer, or there will be no race? Same like this one also. You copy this. I know it's a little bit getting more complicated now, but I can assure you, if you're the one who write this, you can understand, because like I said, from small you make it bigger and bigger. All right, I promise you. Anyway, I can share this code if you guys want to have a look, and you can expand further, I guess. Now, and here I'll just go to loop. Okay. Oh no, we try. How long this race gonna be? Let's say I said I don't put anything. I just press enter, and I said you need to set the timer, or there will be no race. Start again. I say yes. They ask again, how long this race gonna be? I still press enter. They said you need to set the timer, or there will be no race. And now you want to start again? I said no. I say goodbye. Or if you say how long this race? Yes, you put 10. And then how many ducks in this race? You just press enter. They will ask, you need to have a duck to race. There will be no race. Start again. Yes. Or you just say no. Goodbye. Or now you can start running, and you put everything correctly. Let's say you want to have 10, and then how many ducks in this race? Let's say 10, and then you say enter to start race, and are you ready? And then it goes, congratulations, the winner is duck number 4. And are you gonna start again? Again, the question is the same, whether Y or no. If you say Y, it goes back to how long this race is gonna be. So yeah, basically this is the one that I write. So oh, we are now at the top of the hour. So any questions so far? Any confusion? I hope that I explain wisely with you guys. So the idea why I create this, because I want to mimic of this game, basically what we can do from normally what we have this kind of code, and then we give to the front end, and then they will create the design. So basically the concepts.
It's very interesting how you um, got behind the coding of the game.
uh, First of all, we just need to understand what is happening here. Obviously, if say, let's say, first we need to choose how many ducks that we're going to play. Let's say now we have 10. So that means, but in my case, because now we have this visual that we can move, that is equals to when we ask this question, we said, how many ducks in this race, right? We have this. So we in fact, this is how we explain this part. And then I said how many times or how long this race is gonna be, is gonna last, is this. I can set, let's say, 14 second, or I can oh sorry, I can say I just want 50 second, or 1 hour, or whatsoever, 600 second, 6 minutes, for example. You will
Um,
rush for, you will
Danny, Danny,
race
Danny,
forever.
Danny wants to try to see if he can break the code, I think. So he's asking what will happen if we set it to 100 docs in 10 seconds.
Okay, let's say if you said 100, yeah. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to this to this code. Where's my code? Okay, let's go back to here. How long this race? How many? How
10
long? 10
seconds.
second?
Just do it. Yeah,
10
just
second.
do it.
How many ducks?
100.
100, no problem. 100 ducks will start race and to the finishing line. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? And then I start, enter, and there you go. Duck number 59. Simple, huh?
Oh, yes.
You want to play again? Yes. And then how long we gonna have this race? 120 second, which is 120 second is 2 minutes, yeah? Yeah. Okay. And then how many duck race? We have a huge gathering of this yellow duck. So we have 10,000. Are you ready? There you go. Duck number 524. Well, obviously, it can be nice if we can have a dictionary, and then we can pass. Number one is who, number two is who, number three is who, and we can get a name. But in
And
my case,
maybe
I am,
and yes, because let's say if you would want to replicate this game,
yeah,
your next step of growing the code would be to
yeah.
set a limit to the capacity of how many dogs can
No,
participate.
in my next, you know what is my next? Let me stop this first. I'm telling you what is my next goal from here. Let me copy this. I'm going to bring it down here. Okay, my next goal is I want to let everyone to register name, and then it will pass into a list. I have that idea that I can ask a name here. I can ask a name, and then I will create a name list, which is empty, and then I will ask name, and then I give the input. Let's say your name. Okay, so you have to put your input, and then from here I will get name list dot append ask name, and then the list will grow, and then next is they will ask you maybe like asking input ready to race, ready to race. So you can press enter, and then once you press enter, if you, or maybe you say yes or no, right? You can have also here yes or no. Um, yes or no. So if you say yes, that means if, hang on. So I need to put this as a variable. Let's say I call here is ready. So if ready is yes, yes, okay, no, with this. If yes, what will happen? I will loop to the to this. So this one need to be outside. Sorry, this need to be outside. So I'm gonna make it, for example, here. I'm gonna make a name list, and then
Could you put a could you
wait.
put make it as a definition?
I put this list as a name list. That means, so now I will ask you a name, and then you say, "What is your name?" So you put your name here, and this will be saved under "Ask Me." Okay, and then that's
Okay.
why I append
So
name
then
and
so then there's no need
name
for
underscore
five.
list append, which is ask name. So, and then I ask, "Are you ready to race?" If the answer is yes, and then goes to loop, which is start here, or else, or no, I should say here, if it's no, and then this is, I can do another loop, so function. So define register, define register, and then I put this all under this Control X, Control E.
Hannah has a question. Ask me.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Her question is if you have names and you put them in a name list,
Yeah,
then it would be a random choice.
correct. So that is where I want to heading you guys. If, like I said, my next project to make this bigger is to make everyone register names, and then I have one whole long list, and you can keep on asking, do you want to keep on register, or you want to ready to raise? If you keep want to register, and then they will go back to the same question, which is, what is your name? And then until you are ready, you just say yes, okay. Immediately they will jump to the this function. I'm not sure this is ready yet, but this is the idea that I normally I just put the idea like this so that we can see, and then yeah, if it's not ready, and then it will go back to register like that. Okay, so that's it. And then else, I think this one is work. Look, I think this works. I just need to put yeah. So this can be the next in the next life. Okay. I think we already 1 hour here, so I'm really open to
Yes,
anybody who want to
I
ask.
was. Yes, Hannah. Oh, Hannah has to go, unfortunately, but we are also at the end of the session for
Yeah.
today. Because if we leave it up to you, we'll be here till tomorrow to make
Yeah.
a mega game. But it's a very interesting way how you, and a way, very simple way how you made um, a game using random choice and looping. So
I
I thought,
have a few other games that you can think of that is very easy using random. For example, number guessing game. You can also have a word. You can predict what the computer say, and what, so you can just compare. We have lots of libraries that the numbers can be generated by itself, and then from there randomly you pick, and then again the concept is you give in your input, and then you just compare with the input from the random numbers that chose random string or words or numbers selected by the computer. Yeah.
Okay, I think I want to thank everybody for participating, being here today. And I want to thank you, Ask Me, for doing this and
Thank
giving
you.
us a little knowledge, sharing your knowledge with us. And in order to end this in the same spirit we started, I think it would be great if we have one last race.
Oh,
So,
you want to have a race? Yeah, for sure.
one last race. And so
How many of you now?
now we got Sober had to leave, so we have 9.
Okay, we have 9. Let me see. We have
Yes,
9.
Sober has
I'm going to run the duck race and also my code. So we see who won on my code and who won on this duck race. So how many second? 10 second, yeah?
10
We
seconds,
select
yeah.
10 second. We set and right, guys, we are ready to race. Get your microphones ready to
Wait,
cheer your duck.
let me give everybody their doc numbers again.
Yeah.
We know, and let's go.
Ready, go. On your mark. Get set. Go! Hoo, 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 hoo.
Oh,
Oh,
number
number 8.
8, Teklia. Oh, Teklia is
Clear.
apparently is winning. Yes, he did.
Congratulations, Tekla. You just won a flight return from Amsterdam to Rotterdam. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for
Yes.
having. Yeah,
Thank you, Azmi.
Thank you,
Hannah is
Azmi.
asking
Well done.
when
Thank
will
you,
be the
everyone, for
next.
attending. We'll make the
Okay.
recording available in the meetup.
Caroline, yes, Caroline wants to speak something. For everybody that doesn't know, Caroline is the director and the founder of our SkillsUP lab. So I think she could answer your questions about the sharing of
Yep.
the recordings and when will the next meetups take place. Because
Yep.
I would recommend you guys to follow our LinkedIn account or visit our sites, and maybe you could keep up with all the different things we're doing within the lab itself. Take it away, Caroline.
Oh, thank you, Crystal, and thank you, Osmi. My duck did not win, but maybe next time. Um, we plan to continue these on a regular sequence, and we will keep posting them in the Practical Data Science and Data Analytics Rotterdam meetup. We will also post a link there for you where you can view the recording afterwards and where you can um, take Osmi's wisdom and practice it and see if you can break the code as well. But look for that in the meetup comments, and that should be posted tomorrow. And in
it'll
the
be great
meantime,
also if we can get some feedback from people what they
yep,
would like to hear in futures. Yeah,
absolutely. We're always open for topic suggestions. So if you see something, either put it in the chat, you can send it to, you can put it in the meetup because we're all moderators of the meetup. So we'll see it there as well. And you can always send it to any one of us or just send it to info at skillsuplab.nl with your idea for meetup topics, and we'll jump on it from there. And thanks for attending and enjoy the rest of today.
Yes, I also want to thank everybody, and we'll see you the next time.
bye bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.